Welcome to The Explainer. We are standing right on the edge of a massive revolution. And I'm talking, of course, about artificial intelligence. AI promises to change, well, pretty much everything. But the big question is, for whom? Who's actually going to benefit from all this? That's what we're digging into today, how AI is about to transform our jobs, our wealth, and maybe even what gives us meaning. Okay, let's kick things off with a number that might surprise you. Just 6%. Yeah, that's right. Despite all the hype and all the headlines, only a tiny 6% of companies say they're getting significant value from AI. And that, right there, is a massive paradox. It feels like everyone's jumping on the AI bandwagon, but almost no one is really cashing in. So that paradox leads us straight into our first huge topic, our jobs. What is AI's future at work? Is it this incredible new tool that's going to make us all superstars? Or is it a threat, something that's coming for our livelihoods? And the data, well, it really paints a tale of two completely different futures. On one hand, you've got software engineers seeing a 10 times productivity boost. That's a total game changer. But then you look at the other side. An absolutely staggering 83% of jobs that make less than $20 an hour are at risk of being automated away. So you see, for some, AI is this amazing tool. For a whole lot of others, it's a direct threat. So what's the takeaway here? Are the robots really coming for all the jobs? Well, most experts don't think it's about mass unemployment. They think it's about mass job evolution. The idea is as AI gets better at all the repetitive, predictable stuff, our roles will shift. We'll be left with the things that, make us human. We're talking about critical thinking, creative problem solving, and making those really tough ethical calls. And that really is the dream, isn't it? The future isn't supposed to be humans versus machines. It's about a partnership, a synergy, where we use these amazing tools to complement what we're already good at. The whole point is to design systems that make us better, not obsolete. Okay, so if our jobs are changing so drastically, that naturally leads to the next big question. What about the money? How is AI going to change the wealth equation? Are we headed for an age of abundance for everyone, or is it just going to make the rich even richer? And here's the fundamental economic problem we have to face. When you automate a task with AI, you can generate enormous profits. But think about it. Where does that profit go? It doesn't really go to the person whose job just got automated. It flows to the people who own the AI, the owners of the capital. And that could shift the balance of income in a really dramatic way. And when you ask the experts about this, they're not exactly optimistic. Look at these numbers. A full 37% think AI is going to make wealth inequality worse. Only a tiny 8% think it'll make things better. And more than half? They're either unsure or think there'll be no impact. That's a pretty stark warning, isn't it? So, faced with that pretty scary possibility, ideas that used to be considered kind of fringe are now entering the mainstream. You've probably heard of this one, Universal Basic Income, or UBI. The basic idea is to give every citizen a regular, unconditional sum of money. It's a way to create a safety net to make sure that the incredible wealth generated by all this automation gets shared with everyone. Okay, so we've talked about our work, and we've talked about our wealth, but AI is pushing us to think about something even deeper, something more fundamental. If machines can do so much of what we do, what does that mean for our purpose? What's our role in the world? I mean, take something like art. For so long, we've thought of creativity as this uniquely human spark. But now you've got generative AI that can whip up a stunning painting in seconds. So you have to ask, if an AI can do that, what's the role of the human artist anymore? Well, there's a really optimistic way to look at this, and I love this analogy. Think about what the camera did for painting. Did it kill painting? No way! It actually liberated it. Painters didn't have to just create realistic portraits anymore, and that freedom led to an explosion of new styles. Creativity just went supernova. So maybe, just maybe, AI will be that for us, a tool that pushes our own creativity into wild new directions. But then, there's the other side of the coin, the more pessimistic view. Some people worry that this is the quote-unquote death of the artist. In a digital world flooded with AI-generated content, where everything feels like a copy of a copy, does the whole idea of an original even matter? Does authorship lose its meaning? And this isn't just about art. It's about a much bigger risk that experts call enfeeblement. The worry is that if we get too used to outsourcing our thinking to AI, our writing, our problem solving, our own mental muscles could start to atrophy. We could actually lose the very critical thinking skills that are supposed to be our big human advantage in the first place. So, you've got these huge potential shifts coming for our work, our wealth, and our sense of meaning. How in the world do we manage all of this? How do we make sure we get the good stuff without the bad? That brings us to our final and maybe most important topic, governance. And make no mistake, governments are starting to step in. A huge example is the EU's AI Act. It's basically the world's first major set of laws for artificial intelligence, and it's starting to roll out in 2025. We're talking rules for high-risk AI, rules for those big models we all use. It's a massive first step. And really, this gets to the heart of the challenge. How do you build a framework that protects people and embeds our values, things like fairness and transparency, directly into the code itself, all without crushing the innovation that makes AIs so powerful in the first place? It's a tough balancing act. Because in the end, that's what AI really is. It's a mirror. It's not good or evil. It's a tool that reflects our values, our priorities. The future it's going to build, whether it's one of incredible abundance or deep inequality, that future isn't set in stone. It depends entirely on the choices that we, all of us, are making right now. So the real question isn't what AI will do to us, it's what kind of future we're going to choose to build with it.